Hey guys, it's Christina.
And it's Stacy.
And today I'm going to be reading out some spooky stories. I like spooky things. Do you like spooky things?
Kind of.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Yes, I believe in ghosts too. Okay, so now we're going to ask Siri something. Siri, tell me a scary story.
Not again.
Okay.
Why isn't it doing it?
Hey Siri, can you tell me a scary story?
It was a dark and stormy night, and then something really scary happened.
I like that one. Keep going.
Tell me another scary story.
It was a dark and stormy night. No, that's not it.
And I'm sorry, it's an Australian accent. I like Australian accents. Tell me a scary story.
There was a ghost, and a headless horseman, and a dead cat, and a girl crawling out of a toaster, or was it a television?
Oh, I've not heard that one before. Tell me a scary story.
Once there was a woman named Bloody Mary. She would wander around to people's homes and appear to them in the dark. Oh, she's right behind you.
That's it.
That's my favorite.
That scared me when
The
I
first time I
first
did
did
it.
it.
Yeah, I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
oh god.
And now I found some creepy ones on a website. The title is 20 Terrifying Two-Sentence Horror Stories I Didn't Think Was Possible. These are little sentences. Okay. I woke up to hear knocking on glass. At first I thought it was the window until I heard it come from the mirror again. The last thing I saw was my alarm clock flashing 12:07 before she pushed her long rotting nails through my chest, her other hand muffling my screams. I sat bolt upright, relieved that it was only a dream, but as I saw my alarm clock read 12:06, I heard my closet door creak open.
Oh gosh.
A girl heard her mom yell her name from downstairs, so she got up and started to head down. As she got to the stairs, her mom pulled her into her room and said, "I heard that too." My wife woke me up last night to tell me there was an intruder in the house. She was murdered by an intruder 2 years ago. Oh, that gave me chills. Holy shit, that did give me chills. I didn't even understand it fully.
Oh my god.
Oh, woke me. Okay, that gave me chills. Triple chills. Triple chills. God almighty. That's Genna. Get it? Holy?
Hi Anna. We're just telling scary stories in the dark and then you come rumbling and bumbling.
Are you recording?
Yes, we are recording.
I woke to the sound of the baby monitor crackling with a voice comforting my firstborn child. As I adjusted to a new position, my arm brushed against my wife, sleeping next to me. So his wife was in bed with him. She wasn't in the baby's room.
Oh my gosh.
Chilies! I'm sorry.
Chilies.
There's nothing like the laughter of a baby, unless it's 1 a.m. and you're home alone.
Oh god.
I was having a pleasant dream when what sounded like hammering woke me up. After that, I could barely hear the muffled sound of dirt covering the coffin over my own screams.
Oh my god. Oh my god, so no. Ah.
I can't sleep, she whispered, crawling into bed with me. I woke up cold, clutching the dress she was buried in.
Oh my god. My eyes are tearing up because I'm so scared.
Are you really?
It's okay, it's okay. We can keep going. Might just be the lights too. I don't know. Because I am staring directly at the camera.
I began tucking him into bed, and he tells me, "Daddy, check for monsters under my bed." I look underneath for his amusement and see him, another him, under the bed, staring back at me, quivering and whimpering. "Daddy, there's someone on my bed." In all the time I've lived in my house alone, I swear to God I've closed more doors than I've opened.
Wait, is that supposed to be scary? I don't know.
Like, because they open by themselves.
Oh, I guess.
You get home, tired after a long day's work and ready for a relaxing night alone. You reach for the light switch, but another hand is already there.
Oh my god.
I
Keep
can't
going.
move, breathe, speak, or hear, and it's so dark all the time. If I knew it would be this lonely, I would have been cremated instead.
Oh.
Good thing we believe in heaven.
Good thing we believe in heaven.
She went upstairs to check on her sleeping toddler. I hate these.
Oh god.
The window was open and the bed was empty. He ran away? Okay,
Wait, that was it?
that was it.
That was it?
That was it. That was it. He ran away. He ran away.
The window was open. That's stupid. Obviously something talking at him. I like this.
A monster chicken.
I like the one under the bed one better.
Don't be scared of the monsters. Just look for them. Look to your left. Look to your right. Under your bed. Behind your dresser. In your closet. But never look up. She hates being seen.
Stop. Stop, me too. Next one.
Then we'll do funny stuff.
Then we do funny stuff. Look at pugs. Baby puppies.
My daughter won't stop crying and screaming in the middle of the night. I visit her grave and ask her to stop, but it doesn't help.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's even weirder. Oh my god.
There was a picture in my phone of me sleeping. I live alone.
That one's, oh god. Okay. Oh,
Siren?
the crime dance.
Guess
crime
the
dance.
crime.
Wait, stop.
Okay. Okay. This one's gonna be scary. It's a story.
Friend road. Sorry.
We're trying to
Film.
Okay. This story is called The Little Girl Who Wasn't, from Lady Sparrow. I lived in a house from hell for 4 years, from age 11 to almost 16. There was constantly something happening. Doors flying open and shut, voices, footsteps. Nothing ever stayed where you put it. I was alone there a lot because both my parents worked and I was constantly terrified. One of the most gut-leveling, disturbing things, though, was the little girl in my bathroom. Every time I walked past my bathroom door, which was constantly, since it was right outside my bedroom, I saw a little girl with blonde curled hair and a rose-colored dress. She just stood there, staring, looking like a photograph from 1905. I started keeping the door closed so I could walk by without seeing her, but she was always there when I opened it. Once I stepped in past her. I couldn't see her anymore, but I could feel her there. She scared me, but I felt really sorry for her because she was trapped there, just like me, but probably forever. As the years went by and things in the house continued to get worse, she started seeming darker. I started feeling like she wasn't really a little girl. I knew there was something ugly in the house, and I felt like it was presenting this sympathetic image to me. Then I started thinking I was completely losing my mind. One day, when I was 14, I had a friend from out of town come stay with me for a week. I hadn't told her anything whatsoever about the house because I didn't think she would come if I did. Right after she got there, we were sitting in my room, and she left to go to the bathroom. About a minute later, she walked back in with a puzzled look on her face and said, "So there's a little girl in your bathroom?" Yeah, she hangs out in there. Blonde hair, curls, pink dress? Yeah, you know, that's not really a little girl, don't you?" I almost threw up. I was so relieved and terrified and excited and ready to turn out of the house screaming. She wouldn't use my bathroom the rest of the week, and I started using it as little as possible without pissing off my parents, who did not want me to believe. Eventually, we moved out, and I could not have been happier. I distanced myself from it mentally as much as I could. Then, when I was 18, I took another friend on a road trip to pack up a few things I'd left in the house. My parents hadn't managed to sell it, and wouldn't for 5 more years. The minute we got on the property, my friend seemed uncomfortable. When we came around the bend in a long, steep driveway, he went completely white. I could tell something was wrong, but he insisted he was okay. So we got to work. After a while, he asked to use the bathroom, and I directed him into mine. Not 20 seconds after he left, he came running back in, gasping for breath, and slammed the bedroom door behind him. He started babbling about a little blonde girl who wasn't really a little girl. All of a sudden, he went dead still, looked me in the eye, and very solemnly said, "She's not happy with you. You left, and you weren't supposed to." We threw whatever we could to 2 trips in my car. After I walked him to another bathroom and waited outside the door, and got the fuck out at top speed. That was one story.
Okay.
The little girl who wasn't. So I'm guessing she was actually a demon of sorts.
Yeah. She just looked innocent like a sweet little girl. They do that sometimes.
There's another one from Annie Bananas. These are from actual people that posted this. I just realized this is a website where you can post things, I guess, of stories, blogs. Blog. So this is from someone called Annie Bananas, and she called it Photographic Memories. I grew up in New Mexico and was always very into the outdoors, hiking, camping, rock climbing, etc. One summer when I was 19, I went on a 4-day, 3-night camping trip near my parents' house on my own. Might sound weird, but I had been to this area many times and it was quite safe. Anyway, I brought my camera and took lots of pictures. When I came back and developed my film, there were 3 extra pictures that I had not taken of me sleeping, 1 each night. None of my stuff was missing or stolen, and nothing happened, but it freaked the hell out of me. Who would have done that? On their own property, that'd be weird if someone just randomly came.
Yeah. And took pictures of a sleeping girl in a tent. Yeah, it was a ghost.
What the dog knew. In my old apartment, my dog would, on occasion, look down the hallway towards the bedroom from the living room and growl for no apparent reason. Also, on occasion, when I was sleeping in the bed, she slept at the foot of the bed, I would wake up with her staring intently at the door and growling. Oh, it's sirens. Oh, it's so weird. Staring intently at the door and growling. She was a big girl, 140 pounds of Great Dane and slobber. So I'm there for a couple of years of this, thinking, okay, my dog has a good imagination. Wrong. One night I woke up, not to my dog growling, but barking for all she was worth. And not at the door. She was barking straight at me. I opened my eyes pretty much immediately, and there was a blur of light leaning over me, very close, certainly less than 6 inches from my face. It was not distinguishable as a person. It more resembled a person-sized version of a colorful nebula you might see a picture of in Science magazine, 3-dimensional and all. I immediately got the distinct impression that this thing had been watching me sleep, for God knows how long and how many times before. For all the clarity of that distinct feeling, I had no sense of what it wanted, whether it was malevolent or just curious. I flipped right the fuck out, jumped backwards to the other side of the bed, too terrified to scream, and that blur of light receded and disappeared over the course of about 3 seconds. My dog was going absolute ape. So shortly thereafter, I asked the building manager if anybody had died there. She investigated that and came back to me a couple of weeks later with a yes. A woman had died of a drug overdose in that apartment in 1995. So 12 years earlier for this woman. Shortly after having her child removed from her custody because of her addiction problems. My dog still growled at the hallway from time to time, but I never saw it again. I moved out about a year later. Should I say it?
Go.
You have a sense? No. Sometimes I feel like there's something down here. My room is in the basement, and that's where we're filming right now. So whenever, mainly when lights are on, I always see something in the corner of my eye a lot, especially at night. That's just me. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm sorry. We were at a sleepover once, and she was dog sitting for someone, and I was sleeping over with her, and it was early in the morning. It was like 4 in the morning, and she was watching a little dog. It was like a Pomeranian. It was a very big dog. It was on the bed with us, and it woke me up by moving around at the end of the bed and like looking at something. But before that, the door, it creaked open a little, and the whole entire night it had not done. It was an old house, right? But it's not the type of house that like creaks and moves that much. So that morning, the door creaked open a little bit, and the dog, I swear to God, it looked like it was watching, like if someone was coming into the room and like pacing back and forth or something. And it did that for literally like an hour, and I was freaking out. And then
I was sleeping. Then she woke me up because the dog started barking. She's like, Daisy! 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 And I was like,
the
what?
door was barking, because then the door, either the door opened more like quickly, or it slammed shut or something like that.
I was
and then
like, stop. Just let the dog off the bed.
it started barking, and then didn't it jump off the bed itself? And it never does that because it's fat, and so we have to carry it off the bed.
Legs.
But it jumped off the bed itself. Yeah, the door opened more. We hadn't even opened the door yet. We closed the door in the night, and the dog ran down the hall because it heard something. I don't know what it was. Oh my God, I think it was like footsteps. I don't fucking know. Okay? Right? Something's like...
I was sleeping. Don't ask me. I was grumpy because I was like, "Ugh,
yeah, she hated me. I'm sorry.
I was like, there's nothing there to go back
I was
to
looking
bed.
for like bugs, the wind, I don't know. Anyway, I've had other, like I've had a thing touch me and stuff like that. Did I tell you that before? So that was our
spooky stories.
That was our spooky stories. Hope you enjoyed.
Weren't they fun?
Even if you don't believe in ghosts, I bet you were scared.
Now we have all the lights on.
Yes, we turned on all of our lights. They're all on, all of them, every single one.
Yep, except for that one because that one's dead. But that's
yeah, that one burnt out.
And we took the picture down because it was too glary.
A ghost took it down for us.
The ghost took it. That's right.
So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, a like, or share it.
And subscribe.
And subscribe to us for
Yeah.
more videos.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right.
See ya.
See ya. Bye.
Apparently these are true, I guess.
That was, oh God.
It was not distinguishable. Shut up.
Or have one face the other way so that we can see it.
Oh my God.
I just keep looking over there. So I keep staring at the camera.
Oh, this one seems cool. My mom's done that to me. She's like, "Did you hear that?" Or, "Are you calling me?" I'm like, "No, it's dead silent. What are you talking about?" And I was watching TV, and we had a little earthquake like a couple years ago. But the whole like room shook, and the couch moved. And I thought it was paranormal at first, and my mom ran downstairs. In my mind, I was like, "What the hell was that?" And I was a couple years younger. I'm 21 now. And so I didn't used to cuss in front of my mom, so she ran down. She's like, "What the hell was that?" And I was like, "I was thinking the same thing." I thought I was such a badass. But yeah, I thought it was paranormal, and I finally admitted that to her, and she's like, "You would."
Puzzle. Sorry, I don't want to do puzzle, but I want to do a puzzle.
Ooh, this
It's
one's
a
about dogs.
The puzzle makes me, that's definitely does not go there.
Shh. She's trying to make herself happy by doing a puzzle. Another siren.
God. You must have got murdered. Oh my ghosts.
Okay, let me quickly read this one.
Let me quickly read this one.
This one's by a username I cannot pronounce whatsoever.
Okay.
Happy times, happy times.
Now we're gonna turn on the lights and be
I
like,
was getting shivers the whole time.